What's up everybody? Danny here with Into Fly Fishing, and we're back again for another rod review. Now today I'm going to be reviewing the Moonshine Rod Company 5-weight 9-foot Vesper Series. Now this is one of the higher performance rods from Moonshine Rod Company, and they were nice enough to send this rod to me to give it a try, see what I thought of it, and give it an honest review. So right off the bat, that shows that they have a lot of faith in their rods, a lot of faith in their equipment. So I figured I'd put it to the test. I actually just got off the water with this rod today. So I got all the fresh ideas in mind, gave it a really good test, and I think I can provide you guys with a lot of useful information. So sit back, relax, and let's start talking through this rig. Now, when you receive this rod, as you can see, it comes in this nice packing travel tube here. Nice logo, Moonshine Rod Company on the front, good durable handle, zip off top, and then inside of it comes this nice rod sleeve here. It comes packed in, and there's actually 5 slots in it. Now, that's not usually something you see when you buy a new rod. Usually it's the 4 pieces, but Moonshine actually provides you with an extra tip when you buy this rod. So it has a slot for each piece and then 2 small slots for an extra tip. Now right off the bat, that showed me something. That is not something many rod companies do. They send you an extra tip because they know what happens when you're out in the water, whether you're getting out of the car, you slam it in the car door, snap the tip, maybe you're getting into your drift boat, something gets hung up, you get snagged, you pull too hard. So they totally understand that, and then boom, you got an extra one right there. You don't have to wait to get it replaced, things like that. Slip the extra one on, boom, you're good to go. So this first piece you pull out of the sleeve here, and I fell in love with this rod right away. It's this nice matte dark blue finish, extremely durable feeling, nice cork, nice feel in the handle, forgiving, so you know after a long day your hand's not gonna have blisters, you're not gonna be sore. But what really caught my eye was this tobacco, almost tiger design down here in the reel seat. And now this is absolutely saltwater ready, so if you're looking to take this onto the ocean, you easily can do so. There's not gonna be any room for corrosion, anything like that. I tied it on with an Orvis reel today. So my reel fit perfectly in the seat, was able to slide it up and clasp it. Went really smooth, really tight. Reel never got loose throughout the day. So I was really just impressed right from the start. And another unique feature is, so if you pull out your second piece here, you're able to line up where these pieces should go. They have little orange dots on the rod itself to show exactly where you need to line up as you put each new piece on. So that was really helpful because I find myself often putting my reel on after I have put my rod together and find all the guides that are up here when they're supposed to be down, things like that. So it's a nice, helpful, easy way to get you on the water faster, because there's nothing worse than sitting by your car trying to get your rig ready to go and you see fish surfacing, or you see just that nice water running. You can't help but want to get out on the water. And the other thing that struck me when I first took this out of the case was how light it was. This is an extremely light 5-weight rod. Now it's made out of performance graphite, so that obviously helps add to the lightness of it, but I couldn't believe this was a 5-weight. And right away I was a little skeptical, wondering, okay, what kind of power am I gonna get out of this thing? Is it just gonna only work for small streams, things like that? And today I was actually fortunate enough, I took it out, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds. I thought, okay, it's a perfect test, let's see what we can get. And right off the bat, I was extremely impressed. The amount of power I could get in the base down here in those heavy winds, casting right into the wind, hoping I could get it out there, no problem. And it's a moderate fast action, so it's a little stiffer, and I thought that was an interesting combination for how light it was and then how a little bit stiff it was. So if you take one of the tips up here, you're able to see it doesn't bend as much as you would find in a bit slower of an action. This is a faster action rod, so it's a little tighter and it's a little more stiff, so you're able to get a little more power out of it. So that super light combination combined with the little tougher feel of the rod is actually balanced out perfectly. I was really impressed with how it all felt. I just loved casting this rod. Sometimes on windy days, your shoulder gets tired, you can't seem to find a rhythm, things like that. I'd never cast this rod before, and I took it out, put it together, and within 30 seconds, I'd found my feel, even in the wind, and I was good to go. Other rods I've tried, sometimes it takes me 2-3 hours to finally really get that timing down. With this, took it out, made a few simple casts, and I had the rhythm down, I had the feel down, and I was really good to go. Now I want to talk a little bit more about the casting power of this rod, and as well as the accuracy. So I already mentioned that even in the wind, it's really powerful, but I tried on a couple small dries, smaller nymphs, as well as streamers, and I was able to find a good rhythm with them throughout the entire day. No matter how windy, no matter how tough conditions they were, I was able to find that rhythm, get it to cast the fly where I wanted it to go. So that was really just reassuring. Knowing that you can just trust your rod, even on those tougher days with those tougher conditions, it's a really, really good feel. And then the next thing I test out when I usually try new rods is accuracy. So I'll either pick a spot on the opposite bank, or I'll pick out maybe a laydown I see or something, and I just try and hit it. See how many times in a row I can hit it. First cast I chose for an accuracy test was about a 40-foot cast, cross stream, wind was coming across my face, and it was probably to about a 3-foot boulder. Took my time, made my cast, boom, hit it first time with about a size 8 stonefly nymph. Hit it, nailed it first time. Stripped it back in, did it again. So accuracy, never a doubt. It felt like I've been casting this rod my whole life. Now, as far as power when it goes to fighting fish, to landing fish, I hooked into a few bass today and a carp actually. So some tough, big, brute, big fish. I wasn't anticipating hooking into them, but this thing dominated those fish. It was really awesome to just see how well it did. And first fish I caught was that carp, and if you've ever caught a carp, you know that sometimes they don't fight right away. They don't realize they're hooked. And when the carp found its first run, I was able to fight that thing in. Nice 6-pound carp, able to fight it, get it into me within 7-8 minute fight, which is pretty good for a carp that size on a 5-weight fly rod. So I never felt like I was overpowered or outmatched. I felt like pound for pound, I could easily handle that carp and get it to me. I probably took it easier than I needed to, just because I wasn't sure how this was going to do. But then when I got into those bass, and as you all know how bass fight, this thing handled it well too. So I really roughed those bass around and tried to get them in quick just to see, and the bass couldn't handle it. So I was really pleased with just the fighting performance of this rig. Now in my last review I talked about the importance of versatility. Now this rod is one I would trust to take with me on a float trip or backcountry looking for a mountain stream. You can really get those tight, quick finesse casts, or if you need to air it out, hit that opposite bank 60 feet away, no problem. So I was really just pleased overall with how this rod felt. And two, I just love the look of it. Just the nice, small little design features that prove that they care just as much about the performance as the look. The small copper colored rings along the rod. Again, that tiger tobacco type reel seat, the cork, good feel, that matte finish so it doesn't look cheap, it doesn't glare in the sun, it just performs really well. Strong titanium guides that I had no doubt about. I will mention that this does have quite a few guides in it as far as running your line through it, more than some of my other rods. And I wasn't sure what to think of that at first, but then I realized how tight my fly line stayed within the rod, and it wasn't flying out in the wind or anything. It stayed all in between the guides really nicely, so I was really pleased. I even cast into a small school of sunfish with this rod just to see how touchy it would be and what kind of finesse fishing would look like. And as soon as that first sunfish took my fly, I easily saw that rod tip bend, and I felt it throughout the rod. So even if you land into a small wild trout or sunfish or other smaller fish that you find, don't worry, you'll be able to sense it. Even though it is a faster action rod, That finesse fishing doesn't go out the window with this design. It's still there. And then obviously when those bigger fish hit, I knew it was game on. Also, a really unique feature with Moonshine rods is there's a no-fault warranty on these. As long as you can prove that you purchased it, if something goes wrong, something breaks, they'll send you a new one. So you have peace of mind that you can fish with this. It's not a trophy that you feel like you can only take out sometimes. You can take this out, you can get down and dirty with it. You can go through that thick brush, you can get hung up. You can just battle out a full day of fly fishing with this and not worry that you're gonna potentially be out $450 at the end of the day. Just know that they want you to fish with this and they want you to push its limits. And everything I tried with this rod today, it performed. It made me look good, and I was really thankful for it, because sometimes these high-end rods can make anglers look really bad, even if they're fairly quality anglers. So this rod will make you look better than you actually are, and sometimes that means something out there on the water. And it'll forgive your mistakes that you made. You don't have to be perfect with this rod. No matter your skill level, you can easily fish with this rig. Overall, the Moonshine Vesper, definitely recommend this rod. While it does cost you about $450 compared to some other higher end rods that I have, I would put this rod up against any of them. I really would. And I have rods that cost more than this. So with it being a smaller company, it's not as well known as some of those other larger brands, but Moonshine figured out a way to make a more affordable, very high-end rod that you know is going to last. So don't be afraid to spend that money right away on a higher end outfit, because you know that you will easily learn how to cast this rod, and you'll be in love with it from the minute that you start casting it. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next upcoming rod review.